Welcome back to Affiliated, everybody. I am Thomas McMahon with ClickBank, and I am joined here by Konstantinos, or Costa, as he's letting me call him, because I am not from Cyprus. Like, he is joining us live here. He's joining us live. Well, this is recorded, but live in our setting right now from Cyprus, where Propeller Ads is headquartered. And we're going to be talking all about Propeller Ads and what we've seen some cool people doing with it. It's a whole new traffic source that I haven't really dove into in my career. And so I'm really excited to dive into it with you, Konstantinos. We'll just bounce back and forth, whatever you want to do. But thank you for joining, man.
I'm equally excited to help you discover this new traffic source for the industry, for your industry, guys. Hi, thanks for having me. My name is Konstantinos. People call me Costa because it's easier. It's like Costa Rica, Costa Coffee, just the first half. Yeah, I've been with Propeller Ads for 5 years and 1 day today, the day of the recording. But we're not going to
hey, happy anniversary! Yeah,
thank you. It was yesterday, so nobody wished me, but it's okay. It was a Sunday. So yeah, I'm a senior account strategist, and I'm here to shed some light on what Propeller Ads do and how you could benefit from it.
I love it. I love it. So I'm curious, like, what do you do as a senior account strategist over there? Are you overseeing some of the top people running traffic with Propeller Ads, or?
I do a lot of things, Thomas, a lot of things.
You do everything.
So basically, yeah, my main job is to, I have my portfolio with accounts with clients, and we're working on a daily basis on ways to launch campaigns, to optimize, and basically to increase the ROI and to be on the greens, of course. At the same time, it's we all do, not just me, all the account strategists. We are working on understanding the market and proposing what we should, proposing to our clients what they should do, etc., etc. So it's a busy thing, but it's very interesting, actually.
I love it. Yeah, I'm excited to dive in. Will you just start with like maybe let's say not a 30,000 foot view, that might be too high, but maybe a 10,000 foot view of kind of what Propeller Ads is and what y'all do over there?
Sure. All right. So Propeller Ads, we were born 11 years ago as a pop-under network. So pop-unders, this has been the biggest and main ad format of Propeller Ads, proudly, honestly, because we've drew the lines on how to start working with it, and basically we are constantly improving, and we are who we are right now, conquering the market, honestly. At the same time, we introduce the world we introduce to the world the push notifications in form of an ad format. So push notifications were pre-existing with Google introducing them to the world for as a method of giving a message to the audiences. However, we took the technology and we took it one step further, where you can now send your advertising feed through push notifications, and the user gets it on the palm of their phone, of their hands, on their phones, or on their desktop. And yeah, we make advertising accessible everywhere, basically.
So what kind of clients are benefiting from pop unders and push notifications? And for the listeners here, we are going to dive into what the heck a pop under or a push notification is in more detail if you're confused. If you told me pop under, I'd be like, I don't know what that is. But what types of people are you seeing use pop under and push notifications? Like, who should be listening to this call right now going, oh, okay, I should maybe make some notes?
So if you're an affiliate and you're listening to this right now, you can benefit with us. And if you're a direct advertiser, definitely. If you're a media buyer, then definitely jump on and create an account with us. Or if you're an agency that you're taking care of advertising efforts of third parties, then again, let's discuss. So technically, everyone who is into mainstream affiliate marketing, digital marketing, can find ways to benefit with our ad formats. Our traffic comes from the mainstream entertainment sector, so we are basically covering worldwide the need of traffic, and we are feeding it with advertisements from plenty of verticals like e-commerce, like Nutra, like sweepstakes, like home improvement, insurance, etc., etc. I could keep
Gotcha.
going on, but we are limited as for me, so I will have to pause.
No, I love it. So, can we dive into a little bit? Like, what when you say pop under, what is a
Mhm.
pop under? And can you maybe just paint a word picture for us a little bit?
Okay. Popender sounds like all right. Popender is when the user is navigating around the web and he
Hmm.
lands on one of our publishers' websites. We, as Propeller Ads, we are directly acquiring publishers' websites, and then we work together so they can show our ads. So when the user lands on all of the websites and they're navigating around, there is some time frames, and after that, a new tab opens with the landing page with the advertisement. This is the pop under. This is the technology of pop under. It's been here for quite long, and it's been very, very successful with specific verticals, like I mentioned before, but mostly like sweepstakes, or if you're promoting some applications or some VPNs, some utilities, some software,
Gotcha.
antivirus,
Okay. Hmm.
yes. I would like to put some more emphasis on push notifications, actually, because
Yeah. Well, so is a
also
pop under is that like the rebranded pop up, or is it kind of just the different? Is it different than a
it's
pop up ad?
probably it's the same. I don't know. It's tomato
Okay.
in my head. It's just yes, it is a new tab. We are proudly advertising that it's the less intrusive it can be, and it's clickable.
Hmm.
It's a exited at any moment, and yeah, it's been updated the way it is being served to be as user friendly as possible, and of course as efficient. And Thomas, believe it or not, with 12 billion impressions per day that we serve, we managed to make money to a lot of people. So it does work on a global scale. It really works. Yes, 12
Yeah,
billion impressions
that's a
a
fair bit
way.
of traffic, I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's quite a lot of it every day. Uh, Combined with push notifications, I wanted to add. So
Yeah, let's
yeah.
dive into that. So the pop under. So I'm going around. I'm seeing. You're right. I think I'm familiar with what you're talking about now. So that's loading up on a, some sort of content site I'm on, or the publisher sites you're working with. It pops up. I can click on that ad. Right. People are taking out ad spots on those publishers you've got, and then so the push notification piece. My
Mhm.
understanding of this, and this is where I would love for you to correct me and really go into this. Right, is that I'm hopping into a website and it's asking if I want to opt in to notifications and things like that. If I hit yes on mobile or on desktop, then that site can serve me notifications on my device at any point, which you are serving in theory. Is that? Can you dive into that? Because that I imagine has some very good open rates. If I had to guess, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. If you click on opting in, then we got you. And now you are allowing it. So basically, push notifications, as you exactly described, the user is navigating again around the web, and they are asked if they want to be receiving push notifications from the specific site. If they ask yes, if they say yes, then we are feeding these users, these databases, with push notifications in non-specified time frames in the day, within the day. Again, the user frequency, the frequency capping of serving the impressions is coming after years of trial and error, of A/B testing, and it's now at very low levels so that we ensure the highest user engagement and the least intrusiveness that you can get. So after the user has accepted to be receiving the notifications, then they are sitting at the office. At some point, they check their phone. Boom, there is a notification, just like you receive an email or an SMS. Nobody receives an SMS, but I have the same pitch for years now, so I keep saying it. But yeah, it's a normal notification. But what's different with it is that the advertiser, the affiliate, however you want to call that person, you have the ability to modify it and make it to look exactly like you want it to look. So let it be an e-commerce offer. Yeah, you take advantage of 11/11 3 days ago. Wow, huge amounts of traffic, huge amounts of scaling and everything. So being an advertiser that day, you can easily send a nice push notification with pictures of, I don't know, shoes, or let it be whatever, or PlayStation,
Mhm.
or whatsoever, and and write a nice text like a get 20% discount or whatever, and then the user clicks on it, and they're transferred to your landing page, to your actual advertising page. And this is it. This is how we engage users. And
Interesting. So how I imagine there's a nuance to do it well, because if you're getting because how do you handle, or how does an advertiser, an affiliate, or offer owner, how do they handle taking out a push notification ad spot almost on behalf of another website?
well, they don't have to do anything about that.
Mhm.
Propeller Ads were separated in two segments: the advertisers and the publishers.
Mhm.
I work with the advertisers, so I take the feed from the affiliate, let's say, and they start the campaign. We have a platform and an SSP where it's very simple to start a campaign, and then the campaign is sent to the algorithm. Now, depending on the targeting of each campaign, of course, we will be feeding this offer to the appropriate audiences. So let it be US, let it be mobile, let it be Android. These will be the settings that the campaign starts with. And then the algorithm will start sending the campaign to all the sources, to all the publishers. We call them zones on our world.
Zones.
So
Okay.
from there, the traffic comes, the scaling starts coming, and from there on, the affiliate has a lot of tools for optimization on their hands, automatic and manual tools. So it after the test, after let's say 24 hours, you're ready to distinguish where the more beneficial traffic for your offer comes from, and focus on it, and you can block the non-beneficial traffic for you, etc., etc.
Interesting. So it sounds like almost a way to almost have SMS marketing without having to have SMS marketing. Like if you can get like a device pop up, right? Like this ping without having to actually do the litigation of all the SMS things, because people have opted in to get notifications from these different sites, and you can start to layer into that. Wow, that's powerful. So because how much of it, I'm curious, like how much of it is browser versus mobile for you?
No, it's mobile is much bigger. Mobile is much
Yep.
bigger, but we have desktop a lot as well. Main focus is mobile. Not
Yep.
gonna lie on that, but it makes total sense. Um, Something more powerful, I also against SMS, is the fact that you do have pictures and you do have text, and it's beautiful. It looks good. You have a small picture and a larger picture, so you can make them dream. You can make the user dream. If it's a holiday offer, let's say, you can
Yeah.
show the beach, or you can show the snow. I don't know what people want right now. I would love some snow.
I would
But
like a beach. It's yeah, it's pretty cold here. We can do
Thomas,
beach.
I
Yeah.
was at the beach yesterday. I know you're gonna hate me for that, but I would like some snow. But regardless, you see, send me a picture of the snow and skiing right now, and you got me. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna visit your
Hmm.
website and your offer.
Is there any concerns with like I imagine you take this on versus the advertiser, but for the like GDPR or kind of the opt out kind of stuff, is it just that's pure? I imagine it's more on the user and that site they've opted into.
We are 100% covered with that because
Hmm.
there's no other way. So everything is under, I don't know the legal terms, but everything is
Sure.
totally in compliance with GDPR and any other legal and these kind of things exist. Because I know GDPR is for European Union, if I'm not mistaken, but in the
Yeah.
US, different. Yeah, our legal team is strong and very present, and our policy team is very strong and very present. And we take pride on the way we are handling this kind of stuff because we didn't. Okay, now I'm gonna brag a bit, but it is a truth. We are number one in pops and push worldwide,
Okay.
and we are pioneers. Actually, we start some things and then they follow, and we love the competition. So, guys, out there, please continue giving us competition because it makes us and you better. So yeah, we take pride in our legal and policy departments because we have to be compliant. We have to deliver the cleanest feed and we have to get the cleanest traffic. This is the only way we grow in the industry and we put ourselves where we are.
That's really cool. Okay. So what is your, because I imagine if someone's getting a notification right on their phone, right, with text and picture and all that, that your policy, it sounds like what you call it, we'd probably call it compliance over here. But I imagine that has some nuance to it of the types of things you can be loading in. What does that process look like if someone's starting a campaign?
When the advertiser, let it
Mm-hmm.
be, starts a campaign, the campaign is sent automatically to moderation. During that phase, which lasts a few minutes, our policy department goes through it, and if it's not compliant, the campaign is rejected. Just
Yeah.
like that, it will never go live. So they are scrutinizing every campaign in real time once it's uploaded, but then they keep rechecking again and again so that we do not fail our publishers. This way,
Yeah.
we deliver feed that is not flagged, is not problematic for our publishers. Our publishers do not have issues, and then they send us the best quality of traffic, and the rest is it's not history. The rest is present. The rest is
I like that. Yeah, the rest is scale. Yeah, it's a. So when you're looking at that, are you looking at? I imagine the creative, the words you're actually using, the copy. Then are you actually looking at the page that's being sent to, and all those
the
pieces?
page, the
Mm-hmm.
backend, the everything.
Yeah.
If there is the smallest nuance, we will not allow it to run. And if it's happening repeatedly from the side of the advertiser, then there is issues like why are you doing that? I mean, we are telling you it's not allowed. Why are you pushing? There is if there
Yeah.
is something wrong, then we are completely. Really not accepting. We have very low tolerance. It's even annoying for us because sometimes people come and they want, and if they use more fishy creatives, more like you could use creatives that will get more attention. But no, if it's not compliant, it's not compliant, dude. Get over it. Let's be clean. Let's be
Yeah.
white. Yeah.
Yeah, level up as a marketer, right, in this new space. So I totally get it. What are you seeing work right now with push? Or especially if we look at the more the direct response audience, maybe the affiliates that are pushing to a more like maybe neutral offer, or even the advertiser who might be an offer owner that's taking out campaigns on your site. Like, what do you see that's working well on a strategy level?
Right now with Q4, we're in Q4. We Seasonality is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Seasonality is something else right now. With 11/11, with Black Friday, with Thanksgiving in the US, with Christmas, with World Cup happening in few days, 7 days from now. It's all about taking advantage of the right moment. And right now, e-commerce is thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's booming. We Nutra is always Nutra is stable. Nutra is stable, but in this quarter, again, because of extra amounts of traffic that we're getting, everything can flourish in a nicer way. It's like spring in winter time. It's crazy. This quarter, every Q4 is beautiful, but this year it's something else. We
Oh,
are
interesting. Okay.
beating on the rhythms of events. So if it's Nutra that your guys running, come on, let's test. Imagine sending your audiences what you want to sell them, but it's a nice picture, it's a nice text. Grab their attention, send them to the landing page, and make them buy. It's
Can I'm going to go, maybe this is a complete sideways topic for you, but like, can if I'm an offer owner with my site, my e-commerce site and things like that, and I've got a bunch of traffic hitting it, can I use Propeller Ads to retarget that with my own campaigns and keep it off the network?
there is retargeting strategies. We can
Hmm.
talk about it for hours, but I will not do that. But we have various ways of retargeting. We can do it
Hmm.
by collecting the audiences and then targeting them outside of your current sphere, and target them only with push notifications or with pop unders to remind your audiences about what they were
Hmm.
interested like a week ago. Or if you have a bunch of users that already converted, they already bought, they buy, they trust. So why not attacking them again and tell them, hey, dude, Christmas is coming. How about this offer?
Yeah, you're real.
There is yes, retargeting is very powerful. One of the manual optimization tools that
Gotcha.
we can use. Yes.
I could see that could be very powerful for the right, yeah, in the right hands. Because that's,
Yes, in the
yeah.
right hands. But we're here to make the hands right. So it's one of the other things I'm trying to do in Propeller Ads
Yeah,
in
what
my daily life.
I'm going to pre apologize for this question because it's one that is hard to answer. But for any network or for any, I get it all the time too. But like, how much, like, if you see, let's say someone who knows what they're doing, maybe they're a good native ad buyer, or maybe they're a good Facebook media buyer. They kind of know the media buying game a bit. Like, what kind of investment are they looking at to kind of get a campaign going and then start scaling with y'all? Is it something you'd recommend? Like, oh, you need to spend X $100 a day to really kind of get good data flowing in. You can scale from there. Like, where's like a good range for people to start if they are fairly competent already in media buying?
So apology accepted for the question. I'm joking. It's not a difficult question because of the form of the question. It's difficult to answer because there is no one specific answer.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's true. Now, if we're talking about one offer and we want to test one offer, like
Hmm.
one campaign, obviously you need to give at least, let's say, $500 to give some space for the campaign to grow and also to have some space to optimize it. Now, if you come and you will have, we're talking about testing now. Huh? If you're new to this media buy form, etc., etc., if you know what you're doing, you can spend $10 per day on your specific offer because that's your need, and you can be on the greens for forever, and you can run 1,000 such campaigns per day. It's all about testing and finding the right way of working. But if you come to test an offer for the first time and you're here and you're with me or with one of my colleagues, give us something, give us $500 of budget for one offer, and let us show you the way. We start the
Sure.
campaigns and
Hmm.
we start optimizing. And yeah, come on, $500 is nothing in our industry. We're not
Always
sure.
curious, right? Because I know like native can take a bit of, it can be right. You can have to invest a decent chunk of change sometimes to get native kind of working and get enough data through it to actually tell. So I was always just curious. And then it's all different, right? You can start with $1 a
Yeah.
day and slowly work up. But if
But
you really
yeah,
want to,
it
yeah.
needs patience though. It
Mhm.
if you're new to push notifications and to pop unders, guys, welcome. It's like when people ask me, "Did you watch this movie?" and I say no, and they're like, "You haven't watched this movie?" And my reaction is, "You know what? I am 30 plus, and I haven't watched this movie, and you're describing it as the best movie ever. So imagine my thrill that I'm gonna watch it now." So same comes with on click pop unders and push notifications. If you haven't tested it before, wow, well done. You're lucky. You're now about to experience a cheaper more form of traffic because pop unders, push notifications, they're super cheap. Thomas, you can buy push notifications traffic starting from 0.0001. Sorry, 0.001. Too many zeros there. Of the dollars. So it's like one something of the cent
Right.
for a click. So you can get access to 12 billion impressions per day with very cheap costs, and it's a whole new world. And it's
That's
a
really
world
cool. Yeah.
that has been conquering this world for years now. So there must be something there, right?
It must be working. Yeah. I always love that. People are like, oh, what's the best strategy? Does this work? Does that work? I'm like, it all works. Like you just got to commit to
Well,
something, right? Yeah. Yeah. It all
the best
works.
strategy is to actually be not lucky, but to find the right way and the right people to work with to understand what you're doing. And if you ask me, which you are asking me, use the ecosystem. Don't focus only on pop unders, or don't focus only on Facebook, or don't focus only on native. Use the ecosystem. It has something for every type of offer, and voila, that's it.
I mean, that's what, yeah, we've seen a big shift over the years, right? They used to be, I'm a media buyer really good at this one traffic source, right? And they've had to diversify a bit over the years because that traffic source is usually Facebook, right? It's gotten very expensive. They've had to diversify. They've had to get better at YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or native, right? And then I'm relatively new to the pop under and the push notification pieces. I've been aware of it, but just very like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, that's a thing. I just I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
known
yeah.
someone running a scale on it. But it makes a ton of sense as a way to layer in and kind of be able to scale up a new traffic channel that way. I'm curious on the targeting a bit. Could you speak to that? Like, how can people start to target and refine a campaign, maybe based on geo or interest or persona? Like, what does that look like with Propeller Ads?
So you want to start a campaign, push notification campaign first? Yes, you're gonna target geo and let it be US
Geo?
for
Okay.
the sake of the interview. But it's the truth. US is our biggest and best working geo always traditionally, and I think another thing. I'm
For the
sure you
first two.
always will
Yeah.
be. Yes,
Yeah.
it's US. Thank you, US, for feeding us all. So, yes, you start from geo targeting. Then you're gonna go to mobile or desktop. Yes. Then you're gonna go to Android or iOS, and you're gonna choose this as well. My personal suggestion is to always separate each campaign, because each targeting has different characteristics. Diversify, yeah.
Mhm.
Easier to optimize and more to the point. So after you do this easy targeting like geo, etc., you get to choose with push notifications. We give you the option to choose your audiences. So now we gave the opportunity to choose between gender
Okay.
for specific offers. You can choose for some age groups, and you can also choose some interest-based audiences like dating, or like iGaming or sweepstakes, etc., etc. So we are the ones collecting the data for these kind of audiences. We do it internally. We are collecting the audiences, and then we provide them to you guys. You can just start your campaign just like that with this targeting.
Okay. Happy to hear that. Yeah. I know a lot of people on ClickBank, they probably when we wanted to target, US women over 35, right? Like kind of be able to kind of focus on that to start potentially, or at least be able to narrow down if that was, I'm a bigger fan of just going wider and letting the strong creative speak for itself. But some people like to get more niche, but yeah.
I am the biggest fan of starting on run on network, as we say, run. But I also understand the limitations, and I also understand that it will make an affiliate feel more comfortable when they can choose the age targeting, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
the group at their first attempt, because they will feel like, okay, I've got this covered. But then a media buyer, an experienced media buyer that's been working with pops and push, they will honestly they will not do that. They will never do that, because they have their own ways of optimizing. But guys, that's the beauty of it. It's a whole world, and it has magic in it. If you want to start step by step, then we give you step by step.
I love it. I've got a few more questions for you, but I'd love to just we'll call them bonus questions. But I'd love for you to plug a little bit. Like, where can people go to find out more, or if they want to work with you or someone on your team? Like, what do they need to do to kind of get a campaign running?
So easily, just guys, please go to propellerads.com, and there you can sign up. You can create an advertiser's account, or if you're a publisher, by the way, you can create a publisher's account as well. And from there, we're gonna see the account, the new account, and we will get in touch and start talking to you. It's very nice if you ask for some help at the beginning and let us know, because you can imagine the amount of new accounts that we receive every day. So we cannot be on top of everything. And also, we will definitely notify you if you come and you start spending from the beginning. We will notify you easier than if it's an account that's empty and you need help. So let us know that you need help. And from there on, we are here. We can help you. It's not just the account strategists that we are here to help, but on the background, we have a huge team of optimizers. They're the magicians, basically. They're the traffickers. They're the ones that they're safeguarding the traffic, and they do magic with it in order to, for all of us, for the advertiser, for Propeller Ads, to be beneficial. So you're not alone. You're not alone.
I love that. And then I was curious, what are some of the common mistakes you see people make when they're starting with push notifications, and how could they maybe avoid those?
The biggest mistake is to get scared after 2 hours of launching a campaign, and you panic and you
Mm.
stop the campaign and you don't want to continue it, or you put a very low rate, CPC rate, CPA rate, whatever the model will be. People, we are designed to be scared, which makes sense. But our algorithm is very smart, like every algorithm, and will benefit the right CPA rate, CPC rate, etc. So if you start a campaign with the wrong CPC rate from the scratch, then it's not going to work. For that reason, though, we have everything automated. So when the user goes to start a campaign, the system will give them the recommended CPC rate, and this is not just coming from the stars. This is the minimum CPC rate that will give you the average amount of traffic that would be beneficial for you for this targeting, and it comes from statistics from yesterday. So this is the first tool to help. Give it a trust. Give it 1% of your trust, and let us gain the rest back.
I like that. You got to let the algorithm work, right? Yeah, that's what I've learned a lot with media buyers. It's like you can't constrain it too much with these really exact parameters and expect magic anymore. You have to let them breathe, right? Let them find the right people for the campaign you're running.
And also, if you guys come and you drop, I don't know, 10K, $10,000, and you spend $5,000 in one day, no, that's also a mistake. If that's your first time, huh? We are talking about a very beginner on our type of traffic. No, don't do that. Come and start step by step, and let us hold your hand step by step. So we know our traffic, and you know your product much better than I know your product, and I know my traffic much better than you do.
Sure.
So it's a collab. Let us collab. Let us collaborate on it.
I like that a lot. Yeah, I get pinged by a lot of newer affiliates in the space, I'd say, who are like, "Oh man, I've been trying this for months and it's not working." Right? And like, well, how many clicks have you sent to a single offer? And it's usually like 100,
Yeah, yeah,
200. Like it's like you need a lot more either time to accumulate more clicks, or you just need more money to accumulate more clicks faster to see if it's even working or not, because that's just not enough data. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's but yes, I've also seen people set the wrong ad budget setting and then spend their whole budget in a day instead of over the week like they intended to. But
Yeah, 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 yeah.
well, Konstantinos, thank you so much for running us through or is it pop under and push notification traffic. No, we've been working a bit with your team over at Propeller Ads, and y'all have been a pleasure to work with on the marketing side over there. So I imagine the rest of your team
Come on,
is.
I'm better than the rest. They're lovely. I'm joking. I
Put
love
a
you
send in
guys.
that
Super
clip,
listening.
yeah. No, I love it. Is there any last words, I guess you'd say to someone who's, yeah, I guess anything you'd want to highlight just about Propeller Ads or what you're kind of doing over there?
Yes, guys. Again, I'm just gonna conclude very quickly. Test. You guys are offering offers like Nutra, e-commerce, etc. These things work on our traffic, but also many other things do work on our traffic. And we're talking about a huge amount of impressions and of conversions and of clicks every day. So there must be something here. Don't be scared to explore and ask for help. We're here to help. and see you on the World Cup, and see you on the Black Friday, and see you on all the events that are coming, and basically let us make money, all of us.
Yeah, let's make bank, right? No, I will say that I'm sure there's people on ClickBank, and I think we've identified some mutual clients that are on ClickBank running on Propeller Ads, but I haven't seen many people doing it at scale. So to me, that says that there's a blue ocean there. If you're a ClickBank advertiser, if you're a ClickBank affiliate, offer owner, that you can probably step into a traffic source that you're not competing with a bunch of other media buyers right now for it. So I think first mover advantage is a thing here. Obviously, you've been around for 11 years, so right, it's not first mover advantage overall. But when we're talking about ClickBank offers running on Propeller Ads, I think there's a lot of potential there. I'd definitely be
Yes.
looking at it if I was running media right now. So I love it,
And
man.
some small mystery to be added. We are working on new projects. Basically, Propeller Ads is now part of AdTech Holding. So it's a
Mm,
holding, and we have the companies below it. Yeah, and we are investing in new projects every quarter. We have new things happening, and it's fascinating. And every new project, it applies to more and more types of offers, and to more advertisers out there, and to basically just check it out. That's all I can say.
yeah,
Just
just
check
check
it
it out.
out, guys. Yes.
I love it. We'll wrap it up with that. Just check it out. Check out Propeller Ads. Y'all have been great to work with. I'm sure the mutual clients that we'll have using y'all will feel the same way. So, Konstantinos, thank you so much. I know it's the evening for you out there in Cyprus, so I'll let you get some rest out there. And yeah, I look forward to meeting you in person at one of these events coming up. Thanks so much
That
for
would
hopping
be
on.
great. Thank you very much for having us, guys. Thank you, Thomas. It's been lovely.
Oh, cheers, man. Awesome. Happy scaling.